People, welcome back to the video. So today I'm going to speak about how to manifest your soulmate and your twin flame. But I'm not going to do the BS where people talk about you should be this way, you should be that way, you should act like this, you should do that. No, I'm going to keep it real with you, and I'm not going to cut through the crap. I'm going to tell you exactly how it should be and exactly how you should be living your best life and manifesting them into your normal life. Every Joe Public or Madam Public living their best life and wanting to have the thing that you're entitled to. And what is that? That's true love. I'll see you after the credits. Boom. So welcome back. It's good to see you again. You know me. My name is Jay. I'm from Karnak Holistics, where we learn together and we grow together in the sight of God, obviously. So today, as I said earlier, I'm going to be talking about manifesting your soulmate and your twin flame. I've got some points I want to cover, but I'm just going to free flow it if I can. But I'm going to be referring to some of these actual points that I've kind of been researching about, and some which are actually for a purpose. I'm going to make sure that they do conflict with each other and explain why. Some of it, what you probably hear other people saying, is sometimes a load of BS, and why sometimes it is probably right what they're saying, but probably not right what they're saying, but I'll explain it. So let's just start getting into it. Before I move on, I want to do a bit of housekeeping. Like, share, and subscribe. I'm really happy. It's a new beginning channel. I really started to put my head into it and put my heart into it and talk about my authentic self, about who and what I'm about and what Karnak's about. And as I always said, I always talk about what I see, hear, and experience. So I'm glad that we've now grown to 40 followers, which is, I know to you guys, is not much, considering when I started putting my head down into it and really focusing about talking about content and really talking about serious content, which is going to benefit the everyday man and not being what's out there, but what you can achieve out there is what you can achieve in here. One thing with me, as one of my followers said to me, I like for the fact that you're authentic, and that is what I'm trying to be as much as possible. Sometimes it's tough. Sometimes I have to go into areas of my life or stuff I have to talk about, which is uncomfortable for me, but I want to share with you guys because I can't. There's something comes in that says, if you can't do the work, if you can't experience the experience which the person you want a client to go through, how the hell can you expect them to go through it? So some of the things I've been talking about, I'm speaking about, I've been through. Some of the things I haven't, but I know people have, and I'm just replying or putting out there what I've actually seen, felt, and experienced and heard. So today I'm talking from manifestation. Let me explain one thing about manifestation about a partner. I was in a state about 7 years ago when I was single for 5 years after my previous ex, non-previous one before. And I was in a state after dating for a couple of years, actually seriously dating for about 2 years. I got to a point as I said, forget this for a bag of chips. I'm just going to focus on just finding friends, going out, having a bit of a laugh, be it just building mates. And, ironically, when I split my ex, that's what we kind of were towards the end. Well, in her mind. But, it's been me. I think in hindsight, I know when I came into the relationship, I was more looking as a mate. And that's what my manifestation was of creating. So this time around, I'm saying what I'm putting down for you guys is for you not to make the same screw ups I have in the past, or any screw ups which I know some people have told me about. And I'm trying to relate to you guys, and I'm hoping it will help you to overcome some hurdles, not just me, but people I know or people I've worked with or some of my clients have gone through. That is going to help you guys when you're facing manifesting of soulmates and twin flames. Let me just explain what manifestation is and what it is not, right? Let me start with what it is not. Manifestation is not you sitting on your TV, sitting like on your chair, going, I want this person, I want that person, and I want this person to be like this. Write them in the book and just sitting there waiting for it to happen. That's BS. Ain't gonna happen. If you do get it, then good luck with you. And well done. You're doing really well. Reality is manifestation is you challenging yourself, looking deep within, as I'll explain as I do the points, and really unpicking the things of your own self inward work, because you cannot achieve things authentically if you don't do the work internally. And if you do the work externally, it won't be pure. It'll be tough to get to where you need to get to. So I always say, work from within, and you work on yourself within, you would achieve the stuff without on the outside. So there's something called in Feng Shui, you've got the in-house and you've got the out-house. You affect the in-house, which is internal, and the out-house is external. So you work with those things, you can achieve what your heart's desire, and also with your purpose and your focus. There is with me, you know, I have a strong faith, so there is a massive element of belief in the universe or God, and definitely believe in yourself and believe in the process, because sometimes you may hit a hurdle which is going to make you have to throw curveballs at you. So everything I'm saying is pointing to these points. Okay, so let me just start staying with some of these points. And as I said a minute ago, you know, you must have faith. You must have faith in this actual process. You need to have faith in the manifestation. You must have faith in the person that you're coming to meet. So I started with the faith bit at the beginning, then opposed to leaving that at the end. But I will cover at the end just to remind you. But keep in mind, when I'm talking about these things, it's about you believing, and you see, believe and receive, right? But under all that is about looking at the individual aspects of you, yeah? The individual aspects of what you're about, the understanding that you are the architect, you are the creator. And it's not you just putting it out there and waiting for things to happen. You need to live your best life. You need to go along in life and enjoy yourself and really focus upon what it is that you want to achieve. Because if you keep continuing to just go, okay, yeah, I'm going to get this person, you're just going to be struggling, and it's going to just take twice as long. So having faith is a massive, massive, massive thing. And having faith in the process, above all, have faith in yourself that what you're going through. And again, remember what I keep saying, having faith as I go on for these points. Remember that line, have faith in you, have faith in the process. Yeah. So moving on there, have a positive thoughts that you know that it's worth it, that what you're going for, what you want to strive for, no matter what shits you faced before, you have exes and you've been cheated on, lied to, all that stuff, and you've been through a bad relationship, violent relationship, and all that stuff. I know it's tough, and my heart goes out to you guys who have been through those challenging relationships. But I'm telling you, there are amazing, loving people out there. God has created loving and people that will respect and love you for you. Just have faith. Honestly, there are people out there that is suited to you. They're not all dicks and not all arseholes and not all pricks, right? They are actual people that actually care and actually love you and can give you your heart's desire. And because what you want, you would give them. You know, even in in mediumship, when they come through, yeah, spirit comes through, they are getting something from the reading as well. So when they come through, they're getting the information, they're passing to the loved one, and they're taking something back, something that's probably been burning inside them for years that they just want to clear. So it's the same thing here. What you give out, what you're giving to find someone is what they will be expecting back from you. Not that they're just going to take. Remember, have you heard of that saying, life is a two-way street? You know, if you come and go, my dad always used to say to me, friends take you go, but they never take you back. So good friends who come and pick you up at your home. Yeah, come and pick you up your home. Partners to pick you up home. Make sure you get home all right. You go through your door okay. Not coming for coffee and then try one on. Make sure they see you to your door. You go in safely and that nothing happens to you. That's what my dad said to me. Friends take you go, but but friends don't take you back. But when they do take you back, they're the ones you keep close. So every morning, if you can, every morning you must, to a degree, get up in the morning, set your alarm 20 minutes before, 10 minutes before you meant to wake up, and then do an affirmation. Go, just imagine the person is there. Imagine the person that you want and what they are. Don't imagine this cartoon idea. Imagine that they've just got up and gone into the bathroom, or they're in the building with you. Yeah, that have that feeling of what this relationship is about. Have that really burning energy that's there. Don't just see that it's gonna you're just gonna put it out there and it ain't gonna happen. Because what happens is you get invited. What happens is, if you have this feeling you want to meet someone, you don't just go out and then go to bars and clubs because you are you're manifesting. What happens is friends or colleagues will go, come to the restaurant with us, come for coffee with us. Someone will say, oh, come to the gym with us. That is the inspired action. You get that burning feeling, people, please go. So I'm getting excited there. Go. Just go, because that is the universe telling you the person's going to be down at that channel. You don't know. It could be that person that is inviting you. It could be somebody that is at their location. So always go with that, and remember to do, to follow through and have inspired action. So the other point I want to talk about is having a journal and putting your thoughts down, right? Now, let me explain something. When you create a journal, I'm not saying you write down all your stuff down on a piece of paper and then you forget about it. It's about clearing it out from here and here and making it become solid. You're bringing it from this world and this world into this world, onto the physical. That's why we say about create a journal, because you're taking it from an idea or feeling into this physical existence. You're manifesting it into reality. Let's say writer, for example. I've got a friend who's a really good talented writer. He always says to me that when he's creating somebody or creating a script, he never ever bases on people that are actually living. He has about 4 or 5 people, or 4 or 5, 6 people that he amalgamates into one person, and he has them in their head as a living being. Then he says when he brings them into life, breathes life into them, and he writes it down on a script, he was saying to me that's how he knows he brings life to them, and they disappear. So when he's done films in the past, or when he's done kind of plays, he knows instinctively who the actress or actor is going to be. So when these people come for screen auditions and stuff, he will go, nah, that's not the person. Nope, that's not the person. No, that's the person. Even if they don't have no experience, but he knows this person can embody who they are, because he knows how to direct them and help the director to make the play successful. And I thought that was really, really, really powerful, what he said about manifestation, because every writer, as an author myself, is about creating the memory and the feeling into existence. So the next one is do what you feel is right until you get together. You need to feel it. You need to share this living energy right now, what you're about. You need to bring it into existence, as I mentioned earlier. As you bring it to existence, it becomes true. You will be then guided, inspired to do other things that are going to be out of your comfort zone. This is what you need to follow through with. And when you follow through with it, this is where you get more and more expanded. I won't keep going on there. Share the same. The other part I want to make quite clear, because I made some notes in this. And the important part is that when you're creating this person, now I'm going to talk about, so I'm going to conflict myself in a minute to later on, and I'm going to mention it later, but I'll say it now. What you need to do, right, is write down detailed identity, what this person looks like. Eyes, color, blah, blah, blah. And then what you need to do is put that down on paper. With that, what you need to do as well is you got to think about and feel what these people's life is like, that person's life is like. Yeah. So that person's life what kind of connection do they have with their family? Do they have children? Do they have a job? What kind of job do they do? What kind of hobbies do they do? Where do they go on holiday? All these build a person, right? And then see what happens after that as it opens up, as you build and you grow and you focus upon this person. You need to really get into their life. Like with your life, you go to work, you get up at this time, you have lunch with your friends, you go to have a dinner with a mate of yours, you go off to work, then you go to the gym. All these little bits and pieces. Do you go and visit family at the weekend? Do you visit them after work? What is this about? Do you live at home with your family? This person who you're visualizing, do they live at home with their family? Do they have their own place? Because they may be living at home with their family. You may be living at home with your family, yeah? But you meet. Don't think that they live at home with their family, that they some kind of waste man or waste woman. You never know. They may be in circumstances like you, because you're in the same circumstance because you're living at home for whatever reason. Who's to say that you don't come together and buy something or live together? So don't think that there's some kind of scrub, right? That as TLC would say, that they are just living at home and they ain't got they can't afford something to live. Because reality is, a lot of people can't afford to live somewhere because prices are too damn expensive, especially in London. So don't diss them for that. Because remember, if you're living at home, if you're living on your own, that's good, all good. And if this person isn't, they can come and spend time with you at your place without being interrupted. But if they, again, living at home with someone, with families or with friends, or they're in a flat share, then you know what? It's called life. That's what life's about. It's just how we have to live and how we can grow into it. So who's to know that you two don't get together? And if that's some of your goals, is to create and have somewhere that you both purchase or rent together. Next point I'm going to talk about is you need to mirror your life. Mirror your life. Now, this for me, mirroring your life is like, remember I said about creating this person in your life? I do it now. I come in and I go, I'm home, babe. Or I go, and it's not me going crazy. It's me saying, I'm home, babe. It's me putting out to the universe that I'm here. And I go, oh yeah, they're running late. Or if my phone rings, it goes, I wonder if that's her. Or whoever, right? So it's at the end of the day, you look at what you want to do. And and I would say like start moving your wardrobe stuff in your wardrobe to the left to make space for them. But you can do. But for me, it's more real that you have them in your space, in your heart, living right now. Raise your vibrations. This is so important. And when I say raise your vibrations, people say, what do you mean raise your vibrations? I mean, if you're trying to manifest somebody, no, this can go two ways, what I'm about to say. If you're trying to manifest someone, listen to slow jams, right? Now, that could depress you, yeah, because it's always about love. But that's probably a good frequency to bring someone into your life because they are singing about love. Create if you've got Spotify, create a playlist, yeah, that talks about new love, yeah, or just meeting somebody, and they talk about how much you're in love with them and all this. So some songs you hear about them always breaking up or cheating. Be mindful about what kind of lyrics are out there because it's what it's created for, or it's created for specifically people who are going through that bad time. So if you're finding someone that you just coming to new love, Brian McKnight's pretty good for it. I forgot his name. Jodeci. Joe Thomas is good for it as well. There's a lot of artists that are out there. Even my man Ed Sheeran. And my friends think I'm crazy when it's about Ed Sheeran. I was trying to think of who the other person is. Jamie Foxx. He's another one that creates good content in music to talk about love or new love. So remember, new love, raise your vibration, do things to make you happy. Go to the gym, get your testosterone going and get your juices flowing. Spend time with people that make you laugh. Don't spend time with people that are a pain in the ass. You know, you got to be around people that bring and elevate you to move forward. Do meditation, mindfulness, have joy in your life. Go for walks in a park. Go for walks in a forest. Go for walks by the sea, by the river. Don't jump in. Walk by the river. Enjoy it. Sit, listen to the sea. Sit, listen to the forest talking, because that's there to bring your vibration. To bring your vibrations up. There's nothing better than a natural element to clear away human element that's been kind of like drilled into you or stuck to you, kind of thing. Where you need that kind of nature bath or the Gaia bath. You need to be in that element. So that's what you need to kind of like perpetuate yourself forward to a higher level. Free yourself from negativity and negative past partners. So bloody true. Stop thinking about what he or she done to you in the past, because you're just creating it for the future. So why don't you reflect on the good times that you've had together? You know, you must have had good times if you lasted for so long. So don't look at what's gone wrong, because as I said in my last video, every relationship's a learn. Yeah, not a loss. It's not a loss, it's a learn. So let it go and learn about what beauty you got from that relationship, and you won't be bitter. And even now, when I talk to my friends, I say to them about the good times that I've had in a relationship that I've been with, you know, with my boy's mum, even my exes. I say about the good times that I've had. You know, they could be bitching about me, don't really care. I just say about what beautiful, because I know from my heart is like, when I love someone, I love somebody. And when I talk from a place of love, and when I give myself to somebody, is that I give that energy, and I hold on. And I used to do this for the children. When I used to take my kids out, the two boys out, I used to build memories with them wherever we go. I don't just take them away. I build memories with them. So when I take my partner out for the day, or we go out for the day, or we spend time together, I'm building memories with her, you know, with them. I'm building memories so we can, you know, be together and enjoy it. Release negative expectations that things are going to go wrong, because you believe that because your ex or your last relationship ended bad, and you think you're going to bring some of your stuff into the new relationship, don't. Yeah. All this is about manifesting your partner. Focus upon getting rid of that crap. Do the internal work. Yeah, do the internal work. And then when you do the internal work, that's when you start to build and create that energy in order for it to move forward. Yeah, and as you move it forward, that's when you start getting that powerful love burning from inside, burning to without. Accept the things you can't change. Accept that things that who you meet, yeah, may be negative. You may not agree with some of the things that they do. They're like, so say if you got a checklist, I'm just saying that I don't have checklists. I'm just saying, say if you have a checklist of 10, yeah, 10 points, and they score like all the things that annoy them is 3, right? 3 of them. It's not the end of the world. You know, that's just, as you get to know each other, that will slowly go. If it's really irritating, that's another kettle of fish. But if it's something really minor, don't worry about it. Don't go, because this person leaves the cap off the toothpaste. Fuck's sake. Or this person, you know, leaves their socks in wherever. It's what it is. I'm sure you do things that annoy them as well. So, you know, what's good for the goose ain't good for the gander. So don't worry about it. Just crack on and just enjoy it. Because at the end of the day, it's a person you should love. You know, no one's perfect. Apart from me, so I keep telling my exes. But anyway, I'm not going to go there. Don't be... Now, this is where I'm having a conflict with what I said earlier. Remember I said, write the pinpoint exactly what you want. Don't be specific about the person, right? Don't be specific about the person, right? Now, when I say about what I said about on this hand, you should be writing this them in detail, and on this hand, I said, don't be specific. And I got this a lot from when I've done a lot of research for this video. And when I see a lot of stuff on YouTube or hear people say, the reality is, it doesn't really fucking matter. Doesn't matter. You know what? Doesn't matter. Write your bloody list if you want, or don't write your damn list. It doesn't really bloody matter. I'll tell you why. Because everybody's bloody different, yeah? You may want to write your list because you feel you need to, because you really want to identify exactly who you want. That's down to you. It won't stop the universe from bringing this person in, for fuck's sake. I've heard this all the bloody time. Oh, if you're Pacific, they won't be able to bring that person to you. The universe is more powerful than that, for crying out loud. God's not going to go, oh, okay, well, I can't send that person because they've got this kind of issue. But yeah, they'll give you more. That's rubbish. And I've heard someone say that, and it goes, they won't bring, if you're Pacific, they won't necessarily bring, the universe won't bring that person to you. Rubbish, crap. Universe, that means you're limiting the universe. And 1 minute I'm saying the universe is all powerful, then they're saying it's not all powerful because it won't, it's going to be conflict. Rubbish. You can be loose about a person. You can say about emotion. The only thing you can say, so I'm going to come back to that in a minute. You can talk about, be really loose about it, so you can go, I want him to be a man or a woman, do you know what I mean? And have certain values. Yeah. Or you can just, as I said earlier, you can talk about emotion, what they bring to the table, who they are, what their values are. You may want someone who is civil rights, who's into civil rights, who's into Greenpeace, who's into saving animals, who's into saving whales and all that lot. So it's, I'm not going to make any joke about certain things. When I say certain jokes, I mean, like, don't think that they're not going to not be there. You need to be open about what you want. I was manifesting one time that I was going through this phase where I was really wanting to help humanity and the animals and so on. And I met a lady who was actually trained to be a vet. She became a vet, so we got to know each other. She became a really good friend of mine, and she was the first person I looked onto. It wasn't actually that was on her resume. I say not resume, you know what I mean. I mean, when we met, we didn't talk about that. It's something that came out. We said, "Oh, what job do you do?" And this is like further into the meeting. And then she was like, oh, I'm training to be a vet. And I was like, oh, this is when I was training to be a counsellor. And I was like, oh, I'm training. So gosh, you're helping animals, I'm helping humans, isn't it? Let's bring them together. And but she found it really funny. I don't know why. But so in that sense, it's like, you know, that's what it was. I wasn't specifically going out there, I'm looking for someone who wants to save animals. That's not what I was going for. Recently, I was really into, I still am, save humanity and Gaia, saving the earth, and also pollution and recycling and all that lot. Met someone that is actually training to work on the actual water content on the planet, how to purify it more. I was fascinated talking to him. It was just amazing. And because I was aware of obviously Gaia and the earth and self-preservation, I knew that Gaia is looking after itself, is regenerating itself. And they were saying, yeah, that this planet is, and you can see the changes that are happening. Everyone thinks it's sometimes negative, but they know that it's shifting in a way of a positive is, but it's just, unfortunately, man is struggling with it. So that's another kettle of fish. I'm not going to go there. The other thing is just focus on love. Remember I told you about having the person? You can just go, God, you know me better than I know myself. This is what I've done with him. And I said, you know me better than I know myself. Bring the person to me who you feel is right for me. And really, I'm still waiting. But the thing is that I know, right? I'm not saying I'm perfect. I'm not saying I've never ever sat here and said that. I joked about it. And I joke about it with my partners and say, yeah, I am perfect. But the reality is that I'm not. And I know I make screw ups. But the reality is that I know one thing someone can't take from me is my faith, right? People can mock me, joke about it, insult me. Don't give a shit because that's just your own shit. But my faith, I know, because what I've been through, I look at my life and where I'm going, that if it wasn't for my faith, I'll be in a worse place than I am now. And he's shown me some dark people and taken me from some dark people. So when you have faith and when you're manifesting what you want, your soulmate, you need that's your undercurrent, that you will get the person that you want if you focus and you keep your mind head straight. Focus on what you not focus on what you want, not what you don't want. So don't start going, I don't want him to be like this, I don't want him to be like that, because you're gonna just get that by the law of attraction. So the last thing I want to say, be honest and open with yourself. Do the work, brothers and sisters. Do the bloody work. When you do the work on yourself, this person will come into your life, and this soulmate or this twin flame will come to you. So I'm going to end it on that. And it's so good doing this video. And I wrote this this evening, and I wanted to just share that with you. So I hope that's helped. Again, please like, share and subscribe, and leave your comments below if you can. Don't forget to press the notification button to see any content that I try and put out each week. I'm trying to do 2 to 3 a week. I'm trying to do 4 a week, but time constraints and leading up to Christmas. So yeah, I look forward to speaking to you soon. Stay blessed, stay safe, look after yourself and look after others. And God bless, and I'll see you soon. And namaste.